Hello and welcome back. My name is Andrei,
And I'm Dominika.
and we're back again with another reaction to.
Joni Mitchell with Big Yellow Taxi.
All right.
You would think the song is about taxi, but it isn't really. This was recommended by you guys so many times as a song which is relevant today, although it was written so many years, decades ago. We do like this kind of songs, as you probably know. That someone in the 70s came up with something and wrote a song about the things that are happening in the 70s, and then 2023 we listen to it and boom,
And you say, wow.
Yeah, but how do they know? They were just going through the same experience. So I'm very very curious to check Joni Mitchell.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. Charge the people $1.50 just to see them.
Whoa!
Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
Hey!
She's saying facts.
What is going on? Who is Joni Mitchell, and again, how did she know? How?
Cutting the trees, put it in a museum,
and they charge you with
Nice.
Oh my god, but it's happening. It's exactly that's what's happening, isn't it?
Wow.
It's exactly what's happening. You live in a cement jungle, and if you wanna, soon you're gonna have to pay to go and breathe fresh air.
I think it's gonna be much worse than that. I think it's gonna be much worse. World is gonna go in such a wrong direction. Looks
paved
like.
paradise. Yeah, exactly. That's that's where we're going, right? We're thinking, the more beton and cement we have, the better life we.
So do you think all this started back in the days?
Wow.
Or it feels just now for me?
Yeah, but we didn't live back in the day, so.
But
back in the days when we were kids, we did say that you don't have really this kind of level of conscious what's happening. Everything is great.
Cartoons and ice cream.
That's true, and you go and just to kick the dirty ball, and you're happy to play on the street, and nothing can touch you.
You didn't play football, did you?
Of course I did, with my friends. Yeah, always. It was always more guys than a girl, so it was 4 of us and about 8 guys or 9 guys. So yeah, the football was always present.
All right. That's something new. I learned.
Yeah, I don't do it anymore. but anyway, wow. You know what? I said at some point, I know the song. I definitely know the song, and of course, yeah. But I never knew who's singing, and I never pay attention to lyrics. I always thought it's such a kind of. I think that's the paradox of it, because she sounds so jolly when she sings. La la. It's almost like this la 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 songs, but when you listen to the lyrics and you understand the meaning of what she's trying to say, it starts to be very deep and dark even, and that's the contrast of it. Exactly what she's singing about. It's an illusion we have that we have to, we have to have more. We have to delete everything. What's
defining us in a way for hundreds of years, thousands of years. We have to change now in a different way.
Replace it, and then see the old stuff in the museum only. But the problem is that they're not talking about. She's not talking about the objects. She's talking about the things that actually, make this world so beautiful and healthy and amazing. Wow, Joni Mitchell, well done you.
Let's go.
Till it's gone, they paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
Here we go.
Hey, farmer, put away the DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, or leave me the birds and the bees. Please don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. slammed. And a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. I said, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
Wow.
Well, she was saying something again with the farmers, with the bees, and I didn't really get that. But you know what? It's really true when she say you don't know when you lose till you don't lose it, some things. And I'm gonna tell you something. I will give you some example. We did live in UK for a few good years, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you about the markets there, about the fruits, about the bakeries, and about how I know them. And probably now we live in Romania, and how they are here comparing to the West, to the UK, probably different country, America.
Yeah.
It's things, I don't know how many people really know, probably when they've been kids, remember how the fruits taste, real fruit taste, a bread smell, and things like that. And now you had the bread expiring 20 days, let's say.
And it's still the same, fresh after 2 weeks.
You have apples, you have these kind of things. They stay like that, fresh in a kitchen, in a basket for 2 months.
And how come they all look so beautiful and round and the same?
All the same. And you know, so many people, they don't even know these things exist. They don't even know. Yeah. I mean, people my age...
I think so many youngsters living in this Western kind of countries, they never experience what we experience as a kids, and also what we're experiencing now, because Romania very much stayed market is the place to go, and that's where you get even cheaper in the market than in a supermarket, because you're buying from people's gardens. All the tomatoes, I'm gonna say that about the tomatoas, because it's my biggest love in food is tomatoes. I just absolutely love them.
Don't forget aubergines.
Aubergines as well.
Eggplants.
But tomatoes, and probably people are gonna be, oh my god, they're crazy talking about tomatoes. But I'm gonna say that I hope no one from UK is not gonna take it in the wrong way. When I was living for 15 years in UK, my main tomatoes were coming from shops like Lidl's, Tesco, and all that, all packed in plastic, all looking very round and similar, and all year long they were tasting exactly the same. The price might change slightly depending on the season, but then they were tasting the same, looking the same. I'm coming in here, and I have I go to the market and I go buy from people's garden tomatoes. You can get tomatoes only on the markets, only summertime. You cannot get it. If I want tomato now, the plastic tomato, I have to go to the supermarket. And all the tomatoes we bought, they were different shapes, different colors, different. They had a little spot here, they had a broke here. They grow funny, but the taste and the smell of that tomato, it's undescribable.
Compare,
if you never try it, it's not possible to describe. And also, what I want to say is the price. So in UK, I was going to the market to buy some, fruits and veggies from the market, but the prices were...
So you cannot even touch it.
It was like a luxury to buy from someone's, produce. So it was much cheaper almost like you encouraged to go to the supermarkets and spend money there, because it's much cheaper, not necessarily healthier. Yeah,
but it is about the season fruits, and it is about the season veggies, and it's about I don't know. We have bakery here, 24 hours they bake and stuff, and you can have.
And you buy bread for kilos.
And, and it's so cheap. We compare. If you go a bakery, I mean, I'm just saying, UK was so expensive. If you buy from Tesco, it's okay. You can afford it, but it was so few. I don't know, and so many people probably they don't know what I'm talking about, or they. But I think all the generation probably might remember the taste of things a bit different, and I don't know. Some countries lose a lot of things, and I'm afraid soon Romania is gonna be, and no country is gonna be, because we all going in that direction.
That's true.
We just want modern, more. I don't know.
And I think, the
things.
healthy diet, of course, right now you go on the internet and we talk about food, but you go on the internet, you find as many people they are, that as many the healthy diet. But I think the healthiest diet is the seasonal. If you eat fruits and veggies in season, because we all, again, I say tomato, but you can say about other stuff. You have available tomato all year long, but you don't think, and you say, oh yeah, I have a tomato for myself, but you don't think, where is this tomato, how this tomato grow all year long, in the winter time. It's not as healthy and it's not as nutritious as a tomato grown in summer in the sun outside in the garden.
But you know what? When we've been living in UK, we didn't think either. You just
you
just go and buy it. You just take it and yeah. So in a way, it's not people's fault. It's about someone else who wants to be these things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's correct. Because
soon it's gonna disappear anywhere, and then you have it only where they're gonna give it to you. You cannot choose. I want to go for a healthy one, or I want to go for a cheap one in the market, because that doesn't exist anymore. And you're gonna buy it in a frozen or in a plastic or and that's why you take it or leave it. That's the thing. That's so easy, and it's exactly like in a song. You don't know till you know.
That is absolutely true. That you don't know, and you can you gave that example about the food, but I think you can
so many other things.
Even with people, we very often we take everything what is given to us or who is in our life for granted. I'm talking about the parents, loved ones, and sometimes it takes only 5 minutes to lose someone from your life, and then you start to think about things, and you try to start to reflect.
When it's too late.
When it's too late, there is no going back. Sometimes there are things when they happen, the final, and there is doesn't matter how much you try, how much you cry to God and promise, give me a chance. These things
never come back.
No, they never come back. So it's really nice to have songs like that they actually force you to stop and think about yourself. I'm not even talking about the global. Think about yourself, and we quite often say enjoy little things, appreciate the little things, because these little things kind of shape who you are and shape your life. And for these little things, you have to be grateful, I guess.
That sounds for us as well.
Of course, yeah. Eat your own words, Dominica. Listen your own advice. Sometimes it's so easy to forget that. And
well, I guess I can blame the world we're living in. It's created in such a way that you don't really put what's really important. You don't I don't know, you just take things that really doesn't matter and you make it important, and take all your time and all your focus and you give love to something that doesn't even matter, like object or material or things like that.
That's
and something
true.
You're gonna lose it in, like you say, it can be, and you just leave it. You feel there forever it's gonna be, but it's not there forever, and one day it's not gonna be. And
then every time when you say, okay, tomorrow, from next week, from Monday, from this, from New Year's resolution, it's one day you're gonna say that, and it's gonna be too late, just to say these things. It's
always like
sometimes that. It's not enough. I think we have so much distraction in life these days, in everyday life. Your attention is probably intentionally drawn somewhere else constantly. We think about when you go to work. Remember when both of us were going to work, you automatically have less time, and the problem is that the hours of working these days, it's getting longer and longer. The competition is so high, the money making machine is just ridiculous, and someone needs to put the money in that pocket. So who are these people? Majority of us who's working, and it's
less time for you to enjoy life.
And then you come home, you're so exhausted that you just want a peace and quiet.
When you're gonna enjoy it? When you're on pensioner?
How many?
If you reach the pension age or something like that.
That's correct. That's correct. Some people are lucky, some people are less lucky. But I think it's important to remember not to take everything for granted, and just stop and think. And then I don't know.
How many times I say from tomorrow, from next week, I quit fizzy. I'm not drinking no more. It's the last bottle, and I go to shop and buy another one. And I know it's not good. And I know it's
through.
Or how many times from tomorrow, from Monday, from Friday, I'm starting exercise. I'm doing every day. After 2 days, you quit. If you start,
the thing is,
it's so hard to really focus on yourself these days to really be healthy, to help everyone else next to you, your family, to everyone. Just, I don't know, it's life is so,
in a way, it's very, I feel we reach at times that it's easy life, but then on the other hand, it's very sad times we're living in, very lonely times. It might be easy in a way, when you compare to my parents or grandparents who were living in completely different world, how difficult, how hard, not difficult, how hard their life was, to how hard it was to put the food on the table, and therefore you appreciated that food even a little bit more. But these days you have everything available to you. You don't have to even make an effort. And I'm not saying, because some people might disagree and say, oh yeah, you're saying easy life, what do you mean? There's a lot of people who's got very, very hard times, and I do appreciate that. But I'm talking like in general, that because everything is available to you, you appreciate a little bit less how it end up on your table, for example, food, or how the clothes end up on your back.
True that.
Because you just go, okay, but and I'm talking about, the everything fast is fast food, fast fashion, everything is, it's
consumption.
So, yeah,
we live in that era of everything and we waste a lot of things. You waste food, you waste everything. It's not even important. You just throw it away, chuck it in a bin, or go shopping every day, this and that. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it.
I remember the times when you ran out of sugar, you were going with the glass to your neighbor, knock, and because the shops were closed. It wasn't, you didn't have a shops open, or you were going to your neighbor. Can I have borrow sugar? Mama sent me. I never forget. Knock. Mama sent me. Can I have a glass of sugar? Because she's making cake for us. It's our treat that she forgot to buy sugar.
Or flour or something.
Or flour. Yeah. It was always something. And then you were going, when we bought the sugar, Mama sent you to give her back the glass of sugar. And then they both said, no, it's not necessary, because the next time they're going to come to you to borrow the sugar. And it's these days, we live very alienated. You just, not very often you have that interaction.
But how
with
many
your
people
neighbors.
cook these days? Everything you microwave and all that in frozen.
And I'm guilty of it as well. We're trying to cook, but then easy options sometimes.
Well, we all have our own fault for the things.
Absolutely. I don't want anyone to think that I'm criticizing anyone. It's more aimed at me. I'm talking about my own experience, and I'm guilty of it just as much. But anyway, Joni Mitchell, Big Yellow Taxi. Who would have thought?
Sometimes you need a song to spark the conversation.
We do apologize for a long talk.
All right. Hope you enjoy our reaction, and see you again next time. Have a lovely day and all the best. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.